me totally cold.
I've heard that before.
The voice of Khan sent me.
Had a feeling he might. What does he want from me?
You expected it?
Yeah, of course. I meant to be testing you, right? So, what does the voice want?
You're meant to give Khan a report about me.
Ah, okay. Got it. I'll go see him right away. Threw him out of the city.
Death is lurking everywhere out there.
I summoned you?
Yeah. You want to know if the outsider passed my test, right? If he's worthy of the job you have for him.
Yes.
Well, I made it look like I was trying to smuggle something out of the grotto. He didn't give two shits. Thought he threatened to turn me in, or at least ask what I was up to. He just stood there like a slab of meat. Wasn't impressed, to be honest. Oh, but that's not all. Outside, we ran into a deserter, Ilger. The stranger didn't interfere. He let me carry out Morkon justice, as Ravok demands. Gotta say, it surprised me. In a good way, of course.
Sensible appraisal with useful responses. But what is your opinion of him? Tell me, do you think him ready to take on the responsibility?
Well, all things considered, no, I don't think so. I get why you see something in him, but I can't recommend him. If he wants to show how much he respects the Morkons, maybe you should offer up a little Alexit.
Your advice is appreciated, Vlad. May Ravok's blessings be upon you.
And on you, Master.
You heard correctly. Vlad has spoken against you. The Great Khan is bitterly disappointed. If you wish to show that you truly respect our way of life, you will need to make amends.
What do I need to do to prove myself?
As Vlad already suggested to Khan, a gift to the Morkons would suffice. If you cannot show your respect another way, this is the only avenue open to you.
I want to show my respect.
Ah, what have you brought?
Is there anything else I can do besides paying you?
You may pay with blood, if you so desire. Prove yourself in our arena. A battle to the death will show that you are willing to risk your life for our people. If this is what you choose, go to Attila and register for a fight. If you survive, the Great Khan will acknowledge your showing of respect.
Now get you! Ah!
Look at this. I don't believe it. An outsider in our grotto? I don't know about that. It's true, is it not? The world out there really has lost its reason. I bet you've come a long way.
The voice of Khan told me to seek you out.
He wants you to pay the blood price. I understand. It's me who decides who fights in the arena. You don't need your skills tested, though. You came from outside. You already know the dangers. So, why should I let you fight?
You know why. The voice of Khan wills it.
What he wants makes no difference to me. There's a much better reason not to let you fight. Not enough creatures. Venja's people usually catch the beasts. But they must be having problems since they haven't brought us any new ones.
About the arena. I could do that.
That would be useful. I'm not as young as I used to be. First of all, someone needs to go speak to Venja about getting more creatures. And I really don't want to do it.
Why not?
Because every time we talk, we end up fighting. I guess we got different ideas about what the arena's for. If you want to go talk to her, that would be great.
Consider it done.
If you can get the arena running again, I'll give you something more valuable than any shard of Elex. I'll let you fight in my arena.
Where can I find Venja?
Take a look around the arena. She's been taking care of the cages. Just let her know I'm waiting for those creatures.
Hey there.
Sorry, I have things to do. The cages won't inspect themselves. Nothing worse than the beasts getting out as soon as we've penned them in.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you for real? I just told you, I don't have time. What is it with people thinking they're entitled to a conversation? The name's Venja. I'm in charge of the beasts here.
Attila mentioned you.
First I've heard of it. Attila's an old bore. He doesn't like change. Wants things the same as always. Just don't ask him about the good old days. You'll never shut him up.
Attila's waiting for the delivery of new creatures.
Good for him. Why can't he tell me himself? Huh. Always getting others to do his chores. Listen, killing beasts is one thing. Capturing them is something else entirely. You can't just click your fingers and it's done. I should know. I've hauled more beasts through the gate than anyone else.
Why don't you repair the cages?
Why don't you mind your own fucking business? I've done my fill of hunting. Got nothing to prove anymore. Look, I get grumpy, alright? Nothing you can do to help. I work my ass off all day, and all Attila does is wander around making speeches.
Then take a break.
What, and let the resistors frame me? No thanks. I'm not that dumb. Damn. I've said too much. Yeah, nobody cares what I think anyway.
You're wrong. Tell me.
It's actually pretty easy to explain. The poachers captured new servants of Ravak. Humans. Beasts, I understand. They act on instinct. But humans? We lost 3 prisoners in the last month. Good people, too. And it's just one incident after another with the cages.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing I can do. The resistors worship death. They love it. Yet they expect me to do my duty like a good girl. But how? Not one person has helped me retrieve my prisoners.
About the beast trappers. I'll look for them.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Look, I appreciate it, but you're not a Morkon. It's not your concern.
I decide what concerns me and what doesn't.
Well, if you put it like that, not like I have much choice. But listen, I can't let you do this on your own. We'll split the work, alright? You look for Ilka and her people, I'll take care of the others.
I'm on it.
Wait. Before you go, one more thing. I gave Ilka a tranquilizer for the beasts. She won't have used much, so please bring back the rest. Is that clear? Any questions?
Find Ilka, bring back the tranquilizer.
Right. I'll get going soon. Just need to finish some stuff here. Oh, and by the way, I'm grateful for your help. Thanks.
Where did Ilka go?
She's hunting rock dragonflies southeast of Carakis. Just make sure you don't want her in a mountain troll territory, alright? Won't end well for you.
You there. Hold on a second.
What is it?
You look like you get around a bit. Seen a lot of Magalon?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Listen, you ever wondered why everyone in Magalon uses the same currency?
Well, now I'm wondering.
Hear me out. It's every man for himself out there, right? Everyone's arguing about something or other. Territory, or ideologies, or haircuts. Something. No one gives a rat's ass about anyone else, right? But despite all that, everyone's using Elex. It has the same value everywhere. If you want to make friends quickly, just bring a pile of Elexit, and suddenly everyone's treating you like their long-lost brother. You know I'm right, so why is that the case,
Are you done? What is this bullshit?
Oh dear, I didn't mean to rile you up. If you like, I can hone in on my core theory.
Sure, why don't you do that?
I have an idea how we could solve all of our financial and structural problems in one go. Just like that. Nobody would go hungry again. The petty feuds over territory and resources would be consigned to history.
I call bullshit. How would this miracle cure work?
Look, it's not a magic pill. What I'm talking about is a centrally controlled capital management system that would satisfy every need. No one would have more money than they knew what to do with, and nobody would be so poor that they have to feed themselves to the wolves for a slice of bread.
thing on? Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fucking cleric technology. Absolute trash. We added Tranquilizer to the meat, but the beasts aren't losing consciousness. Quite the opposite, actually. They seem anxious, fired up. I'll take a...
It doesn't look like Venja's tranquilizer worked. About the beast trappers. I found Ilka.
Great. How is she?
Well, she's dead, like her followers.
I don't believe it. All because of that fucking arena. We're like cattle to the slaughter, blinded by our thirst for blood.
What now?
I have no idea. Did you at least manage to save some of the tranquilizer?
Yeah, but not a lot.
What happened? How'd they die?
Maybe your drug's no good.
No. No, can't be. I made it myself.
You sure the tranquilizer works?
Well, no. Ilka was supposed to test it.
Maybe there's something wrong with the recipe.
Guess we can't rule it out. It's not my recipe, though. Got it from an outlaw. We need someone to take a look at it. But I don't know any alchemists. They don't get out much, and I'm not the sociable type. You know anyone?
Why don't you ask the outlaw?
He's not gonna be very cooperative. Unless you've nailed the art of talking to the dead. He gave us advice to escape punishment in the blood cistern. But didn't work out too well for him. Tormentors had other ideas. Anyone else you can think of?
What about Attila, Berserker Alchemist?
Sure, he'd do, but I don't know about asking the enemy for help. I'd prefer an outlaw. After all, it's an outlaw recipe. I know it's a lot to ask on top of everything else, but, could you make the journey yourself? Not sure they'd be happy to see me. But this drug means a lot to me. If it could save just one life, then my efforts wouldn't be in vain.
Up to now, the opposite's been true.
Yeah, well, all the more reason why it needs to fulfill its purpose. Look for an expert on tranquilizers. They should be able to tell us why it didn't work.
Can you examine this for me?
My time is limited, but your potion looks interesting.
Well, it was supposed to be a tranquilizer, but it doesn't work.
Supposed to be? Pah! Only facts matter here. I estimate I'll need half a day for a proper analysis.
What do I owe you?
Nothing. It's essential you know the constituents. I don't want you killing someone by mistake. Come back in a few hours. I'll have the initial results then.
Shit. I don't know. About the tranquilizer.
Okay, so my analysis is complete. Your concoction is anything but a tranquilizer.
Then what is it?
Well, your drug has little effect on humans. Apart from a numb tongue and potency issues. I found clear evidence of mushroom spores. To be more precise, cave mushroom spores. They're very rare in this region. So I'm wondering where you got this tincture from.
Carakis.
Aha, from the Morkons then. Those simpletons shouldn't be playing around with alchemy. But back to my findings. In relation to non-human subjects, this drug is fascinating, especially when combined with the spores I mentioned. It causes a significant rise in blood pressure and an attack on the central nervous system. The result? Greatly increased aggression. Of course, that's just a rough summary, but I hope sufficient for you to understand.
Yeah, thanks for the information.
All in the name of science. Only, please don't tell anyone I didn't charge you. Otherwise, every chancer around here will think he can get treatment at my expense. Here, take your concoction. If anyone discovers this dishwater amongst my vials, my reputation will be in jeopardy. Whoever created this mixture had no idea that they were very close to achieving what they intended. They just shouldn't have added the spores. Now, I must get back to my work.
You're not the first person to say that.
Someone.
My head. Infection. I'd already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle.
Oh, you're back. So, did you manage to find out what's wrong with the tranquilizer?
Yeah, had it examined.
Well, don't keep me waiting.
The cave mushrooms were the dud ingredient.
I don't get it. The recipe said they were a key component.
Seems the outlaw was full of shit. The spores trigger an aggressive behavior. Rather than quieting the beast, it makes them crazy.
Son of a bitch. Then the drug's unusable.
Not necessarily. If I understood it right, if you take out the cave mushrooms, the recipe should work.
I'll think about it. Well, now that's done, you should find Attila. The cages are full again. He'll want the arena open so the killing can continue.